So let's talk about some quick reasons as to how your hamstrings can impact your pelvic floor and lead to pelvic floor dysfunction, including pain and also weakness. So your hamstrings are just one of the many muscle groups that attaches to the pelvis. So you would hope that all the muscle groups that are attaching to the pelvis will work together. This isn't always the case, especially if your hamstrings are tight. So with tight hamstrings, that's going to change the position of your pelvis. That's going to make your pelvis be more posteriorly rotated. What do I mean by that? I mean, rather than placing your weight here on these large ischiotubers, those sit bones right here, rather than placing your weight there when you're sitting, now you might place more weight here on your tailbone, your coccyx. So do you have tailbone pain? If so, check out your hamstring length. Sometimes you're putting a lot of pressure while you're sitting right here and you don't even know it. So another reason that your hamstrings, especially if they're tight, they can contribute to having pelvic floor dysfunction. Remember we just talked about how it's going to put you here in this posterior tilt? Well, now watch what happens when I stand and I go to a posterior tilt. With me standing right here and tilting, now my glutes are clenching. So if my glutes are clenching, that means that the backside of my pelvic floor could be overactive, meaning it's doing more work than what it has to. And if something's doing more work than what it has to, those muscles may get tighter. So this can actually lead to your pelvic floor muscles being tighter on the backside as well. Now, we talked about how it can change your position with your posture, putting more weight here on your coccyx bone, on that tailbone, how it can cause your glutes to start to clench, putting more pressure here on these muscles. It also can cause back pain. Tight hamstrings can contribute to your back pain. Why? Because you no longer have the ability to actually extend as much as you need to, because now you're stuck in that flex position. So you saw me do the rotation at my pelvis. Did you notice what happened to my back? I'll come here so that way you can see again. So first I'm upright. Now I'm going to posteriorly tilt my pelvis again. Do you see how my back flexes as well? Well, if my back is stuck in that position, I'm probably not getting the best core activation, which means muscles are probably getting weaker. So something as simple as tight hamstrings can have a ricochet effect.